Hello and welcome to the channel. I'm Mad Cat. The camera is in a different place, before anyone wonders. Just trying something different whilst I'm doing my art, and I'll try and remember I've put the camera down here. Yeah, I'm gonna just try that instead of hanging things off my head and try and talk to people whilst I'm arting. Although chat is still over there. Oh well, I never thought this plan through. But yes, tonight we will be trying a bit more art. I had to stop and think. I was like, what am I doing again? I'm doing something. I can't remember what it is. It's something. But yeah, I'm going to try and finish up my image of Calli. It's loaded up and I'm looking at it on the screen and like, I really don't like it. I just suck. I really suck at doing art. I can do bits of it, but it's there's parts of it I'm not happy with. But I'm just gonna have to roll with it and see what happens. I think I don't know. I could spend ages trying to trim it and make it look better and all sorts of stuff. Might try and make the head smaller. I think that's my big issue. To excuse the coughing. Still got plenty of a cough to go. But yeah, that's enough waffle. Let's actually click that, and then I need to load up the image on the other side. Greetings and salutations, Gavin. Welcome on in. Hello. I just need to load up the reference images, which is in one of these folders there. That one. How are you this evening anyway, Cardoon? Hopefully you're having a decent time. Calli. Oh, now comes little Mori Calliope. There we go. Is there a decent full body shot that I can look at and really see where I've gone wrong with this? Oh, that'll do. Let's have a look at that a second. I think I've made her too thin. I think that's the issue I'm suffering with here. Is I think she's too thin. I need to make her look, I don't know, I won't say fatter, just wider. Good evening, Penna. Welcome in. But we'll see what we've got. I need the gloves, or a glove at least. Not that it's cold, it's just I stick to the screen otherwise. Yeah, it's definitely wider. I need to go for. Yep, I am aware of that. I do need to think more of that. I am. Yeah, I think I definitely need to see about opening that up. Oh boy. Right, okay. Of course I've... Oh, why's my pen not working? Come on. Oh, it's decided to draw a weird line. I don't want that. It's having one of those moments, I think. Right, okay. Right, so let's start with this. That ain't gonna work, is it? I don't know what's up with the tablet this evening. It's being weird. I think I'm gonna have to try and lasso it. Because with this I can at least try going down the center line. I want to move that leg out. Okay, now layer, new layer via copy, and then inverts layer. Oh wait, no, I need to go back to that one. Layer. Oh, I need to turn my phone off a minute. New layer via copy. Let's just hit that button. Let's do that a second. Right, okay, so that should give me them, which means I can then I really need to press shift first. And just move up there, then I've got more freedom to... even just doing that makes it look better. You know, and it's only a small change, but that to me looks a lot better. I should know slots. You ain't got that thighs. I mean, I'm trying to think the best way of putting this. I won't say the fat. They're probably healthy, which is, you know, they've got meat on them, which is good. Oh well, thunder. Oh yeah, good point. Yeah, you said thunder. I've always assumed thunder thighs is big. You know, if you want real thunder thighs, you start cycling. Yeah, my legs are definite cycle legs. Definite. Just. Blah. I lost my beautiful cosplay legs. Well, I say that, but some of the girls at work still think differently when especially when I turn up in the Pinkie Pie costume. Is this? I don't get it. If you lean like this on a bicycle, then you fall over. Bicycle, you have to be kind of up straight. Wibble work. Wibble indeed. You join me as I've just spliced the image in two to stretch it out, and I'm going to have to go through all the layers I've done previously and do insane. But I think it looks better. Because the other one, very thin, very human. Nothing else, the hips just look better. Art is indeed a process. Indeed it is. It's a long process. Multi-zoom. Right, okay. Let's try and patch this up then. Why is it at 49%? I want you at 100. Thank you. You're at 49%. You go to 100. That explains why you're coming up. It's just bright red. I think a torso is a good size, but the hips didn't match. I mean, it's the thing I could have a look at maybe doing is bringing that in more. But it was more looking at the... Again, one of the final images looking at here, and again, the way that I sort of plan characters is because I'm going to move her head down a bit. Her neck's a bit too long and a bit too fat, so I'll thin the neck down again. But when I do characters and stuff like that, the way that I draw them is... I was about to stop talking because I took the headset off, but I've only got that on for the music. Is if I imagine doing that, the tip of your ear should reach your shoulder there. So it's a good idea of like figuring out how wide shoulders are, and also arms. A good way of doing it is if you can do that, then you've got like an adult length arm, because kids can't do that apparently. So that's another way of deciding. You know, if you need to decide if an arm is long enough, can they do that? Hey, old Saber, welcome on in. The next part is where I turn around and say that only 1 in 3 people can lick their elbow. And that's a challenge. In other news, I have a kid's arm. Look, I know they may have done wrong, but it's no reason to go around lopping their arms off, okay? At least make sure that they're stored somewhere safe so you can give them back later. I can lick my elbow. As I said, 1 in 3 people. They're in the freezer. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. And the best thing about arms is they fold up nicely when you put them away. Today on how I'm going to get my stream banned. Okay. So, this is going to be the layer that's going to fix stuff. But it allows me to go onto the wrong layer completely. The wrong tool completely. And it allows me to try and blend things in more. Because I don't know whether I want to bring that leg somewhere in the middle. I mean, really get that thigh out. But this one, I have to blend it so this one comes into it. Oh, that's the wrong tool. If it's my one gripe with this particular tablet setup is the pen doesn't have a eraser on the end. I missed that from my old one. I was about to try and rub that out on something different fucking layer. Oh, that was a bit too aggressive. Let's do that. If I was smart, I'd do this in a different colour, because then I can actually tell what I'm doing. Oh, not bright green. Bright green is one of those odd colours that I just cannot draw if it looks awful. No, I want it on that one, and I don't want that. Turn that off. No. How do I undo it? Oh no, because it was the right one I wanted to do. What's my pen? Is it 5? Alright, I can remember that number. But this will make it easier for me to identify what I've changed, how I've changed it, and we go from there. You mean you're supposed to return the limbs? Ideally, yes. It's the end of it, you are supposed to return them. You know, they only lend you a hand, and I was looking up there for the camera. They only lend you a hand. They don't give you... Well, I don't know, some people do give you a hand, in which case you can keep those. It's if they lend you a hand, you've got to remember to give it back afterwards. As the great saying is, it's friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears, not give me your ears. Thank you very much for the resubscription there with Prime. Woo! Use that Prime subscription. I wonder if I could use my Prime subscription for myself. I don't think I can because it's linked to me. Balls. Not that I'm going to have it for much longer because I keep using it and then when it runs out I don't bother renewing it unless I need to buy something from Amazon. So I only got it when I got the paints. And it's like, I could either have it shipped out and it would arrive sometime within the next 7 days, or if I did it with Prime, I knew when it was arriving. So I'm like, well, you're going to give me another free trial, despite the fact that I had a free trial and I cancelled it. I'm just like, okay, that's fine, we'll go with that again. I should actually try subscribing over with Prime. I don't know how it all works, whether or not if I have to keep it going? Question mark, or whether because the Prime subscription will run out but you still have the subscription to a streamer, would they still get stuff for it? I'll have to find out. I'm not sure. I actually need to find out how much, like how much I've got on the affiliate stuff, because I have no bloody clue. There is a way of checking, I just can't remember where it is. Right, okay. Enough whiffle waffle. Let's try and get this. So I'm gonna keep that as that. Because it's thunder thighs, not thunder shins. So let's. Though her feet are gonna be I still need to get the boots sorted for her, actually. Get them done properly. So I'm not too worried about how the toes are going to look weird at the minute, because they will be in boots. So does that thigh match up with that one? You see, the other... I don't think it would. If you got... No, she'd have legs. It wouldn't have that. Let's not fall down that artist trap. Apologies. I'll probably do a lot of talking to myself and wobbling on about ideas and like, should I do this? And all right. So I'm not happy with the neck. But that... Ooh, missed. I can do that. And then is the face completely... Oh, it's on its own layer there. So if I link that with the hair... Yeah. Right, so let's have a... Whoops, nope, wrong button. I think that's better. Although it does highlight why it's always important to leave all your lines in place until you are absolutely satisfied that you've got everything sorted. Because now I've got to fix all this. Monkeys. You have to re-up. Oh, okay. I want to figure out what's happening with work and all that jazz with the changeover. Yes, got it. I shall see about sorting something out, I think. Because if nothing else, I get the audiobooks. And you've kind of already, like, shown... What? Where's... Oh, that's some bangs. Right. I was like, why can't I erase it? It's a different layer. Nope, missed. Yes. Again, random music's playing in the ear, so I'm just enjoying it. But this is a... Oh, hang on, I'm going to have to copy the name because I cannot pronounce Finnish. The Sakiavan Polka. The Eurobeat remix version. Let me just try and copy the name if it will let me do that. And then people can go have a look for this, because, you know. Is that copied properly? So yeah, if anyone can read the Finnish stuff, yeah, that's Sakiavan Polka. And for those that know the history of it, they'll know why I find it so funny. I honestly think it should be played out in Ukraine towards the Russian troops, see if any of their troops know the history of it too. Indeed it was, Ragnarok. Indeed it was. Do that for now. I'm just looking at them like, why are you like that? Why are you that? That's just going to be... Let's try and neaten this up a bit. Ideally, what I want to do is try and get colouring this tonight. Just so I can then complain about something else I'm not good at. But I don't want to colour it and then look at it and go, I don't like the body proportions. Because once you've coloured it, it's a sod to try and blend the work you've done in if you decide to change the line art. It really doesn't help that I watch a lot of artists on Pixiv, and I look at their work that they do, and I'm like, that's so awesome. I wish I could do that. They probably were, I don't know, at least taught properly. It wasn't just, quickly look online for YouTube videos and all sorts of stuff. Because that's pretty much how a lot of my stuff started. All my Photoshop stuff, when I used to use Photoshop a lot, was, hey Google. Oh, yeah, my phone didn't pick that one up. It's weird, it only picks it up occasionally. As I discovered though, if I ever collapse and have issues, trying to talk to the phone does not actually work. But I also discovered if you do collapse, even on your lock screen, your phone will have access to emergency numbers, so you don't need to unlock the phone. I discovered that after getting in hospital. I was like, oh, that would have been kind of useful to know. So there you go, folks. Remember that little tidbit. You never know when you'll need it. Right, okay. Let's... Oh, yeah. Got some Stupendium on here as well. Into space. What were you expecting? It's a dangerous place. If you're investing, go there for your rota, there for your orders, there for your orders, there for your quarters. I can't remember all that. I knew that too. Very useful. Yes, yes. It's just one of those things that at the time I was, half conscious lying on the floor. I really could have done with rather than trying to figure out how to get my phone to work, because my hands were so clammy. My thumbprint wasn't working on the sensor, my fingerprint wasn't working on the sensor, and I couldn't concentrate and keep myself awake long enough to draw the pattern. And eventually I finally managed to get my finger to go across the screen in one run to get the pattern done. Oh, that was a nightmare. Still, lesson learned. Were you hoping for fun? Then you're indentured and fishers exempt from your tenure, so venture back down to your slum that's provided at generous prices, worth is defined by your sacrifices. Service on the surface, and it's a freebie that comes with a purchase. Earn the right to work. Alright, so longer legs perhaps. Hang on. So that is ankle to knee. Okay, right. So have I got? I need to zoom out more because I need to do this in one hit. Ankle to knee. No, I need to make them longer. Just a bit longer. But what I'll do first is... I'm probably going to regret this. Let's save it first. Yeah. Yeah, it's a really bizarre thing when you get to a point of collapsing. And my brain was awake. My brain knew what I needed to do, but getting my body to react, it was like being really, really tired. And that moment where you're sort of fighting to keep your eyes open, and you're just like, oh, just 5 more minutes kind of thing. And getting both my hand, moving my hand was like, it was like lead. I was like, and trying to get it so that I could keep my eyes open and move my hand at the same time was it was like a mental challenge. But my brain was working. My brain was like, you need to draw this pattern. It's like, you need to get some help here. That, then that. So that should then be all of that. I then need this. I want... Let's go for that. And then layer via cut, because I want that separate. And then I want to bring... Actually, take it straight up and then take it straight down. The reason I do it so much is if you are trying to move a small amount, you press shift if you want to keep it going in grid lines, if you will. You press and hold shift and it will do straight lines, but if you're only moving it a short way, it can get confused between if you're going up or going across. So you move it all the way up on a straight line, then move it all the way back down to where you need it, and it just stops it thinking you're trying to go left or right when you're trying to go up and down or whatnot. Because I said, if I wanted to move this a little bit, you can sort of see it can go either way. So if I move it all the way up, let go, and then move it all the way down, doesn't matter if I move the cursor like that, it ain't going to the sides. So I think, let's have a look. Yeah, that'll do. So all I have to do is join the dots. Whee! Well, of course, easier said than done because, you know, they don't line up properly. But we do what we did before. We put in a... It's not going to be a purple layer because... Actually, no, I can press that button. No, not that button. That button! Hey! I remember buttons. I didn't also erase half the mess on here before. No. That one? Yeah. Oh, wait. Has that one got... Oh, no, it doesn't. What's that for? I don't know. Boop, boop. Nope, it's not that. I don't know what that button's for. Ooh, shit. That's what you get for not clarifying exactly what's what. Beep, 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 beep. So I'm not quite sure if the camera's better there or not. I mean, I am more in your face here. And also I don't have the plushies. I mean, I could have a plushie, but... I don't know whether you prefer seeing me that way looking at you, or whether it's better for me to put it back up there, or... Although, to be fair, if you're watching this and you're staring at the camera more than what I'm actually doing on the screen, I have to wonder if it's worth me doing anything on the screen. Oh, monkey poop. I forgot that that's separate. Don't like how messy that actually looks, so let's... Whee! Nope, wait, no. I went too far down. Oh, bugger it, that'll do. I need to try and blend... Hang on, let's just do this. Do this. I now want... Could it be more of a light pink, perhaps? Sorry, I'm looking at an image on my screen and I'm trying to figure out the best for it. So if it's that... Could that be skin colour? I mean, everything can be skin colour, Mad Cat. Hmm. I mean, it could be shaded, I guess. I've just realised I did that on a solid layer. I want to do it on a... If I could do that. I don't know, it looks more red. And then what I want to do, I know we like doing this at the end, to be honest, but I want to do it now just to get all the lines done, at least for the main body. As I know you love clan tech, but I'm more of an industry guy, recommend basing on Civil War as a merc unit that did well at Operation Bulldog and in the Great Refusal. Ah. Yes, we'll get the lore set up. This was just going to be a ragtag mercenary group that all liked, VTubers. And is this camera falling over? I think it may have. Hello? No, stay. I'm getting the feeling you're going to be staring more and more at the light as the time goes by. I'm going to pop you back where you normally belong, because I feel otherwise you'll be staring more and more at the ceiling as I go on. Oh god, no, I should never have moved it. Is that ish? Yeah, close enough for government work, I guess. It'll do. Right, so let's go back to 5, because I need to sort the gaps in the legs out now. Just want to neaten up the line art so it doesn't look as patchy. Right, so there's that bit there, which needs that there. Trim that off, trim that out. Oh, fudge cakes. What have I just done? I pressed that button. Clan tech is weird. Oh yeah, absolutely. That's why we love it. Right, now that that is done, now we have the ball ache of sorting out the clothing. Because it's still going to be set for... Well, why did I think this would be a good idea? Alright, let's do it a bit at a time. Because hopefully some of this should be relatively easy. And I can just go, whoop. And then... No, come on. I select it. Oh god, you're going to do that on your right. So image, a new layer via cut. Deselect. And then I want that to be bearish for now. Jacket. So thankfully with things like the jacket it's relatively easy. I can just do that. Go to the jacket layer. Layer via cut. And then I can move that there-ish. Is that right? And then if I move that one out a little bit more to there. Fine. That one's okay. So we've done armor, so let's blend that down. We've done jacket, let's blend that down. Top. Layer via cuts. I think this is one of the melodies, isn't it? Not melody. What do they call it when it's a big mix? File info. Medley. It was close. Hail, Retro Ted, welcome in. Not a problem if you wish to look. You probably just hear lots of cursing from me as I mess this up. I'm very good at doing that. How you doing on SnooRunner? I saw you were on the other night as I was helping Saber out. Oh, monkeys. There. Thankfully, I could use that as my guide point for where that needed to be, so I can just fix that up. Before I merged it, let's fix it up first. So let's do it in Paint, because then I can edit and sort what I need. Actually, if I put you underneath, it just makes it so much easier to figure out what I'm doing. That'll do. Close enough for government work. I think I was aiming for like a peak in the middle. Nope. That's that side. That's okay, that will blend into that nicely. That one, let's just get rid of that and then do that. That will blend in nicely. I can then I don't want you to be called layer 32, I want you to be called top, because then I know what you are. I can then do that, select that, go for that. I think that was close enough for government work. Full size. Right, so that's that done. Legs. Aka trousers. Not bad, just trying to go around collecting the upgrades. Yes, yeah. One useful thing that I've found with Caron when we've been doing it is if you go to the watchtowers, so you unlock the map, then go around and pick up all the upgrades so that you know you've got what you need, and then you do the various jobs and such around. Prioritize the ones with vehicles you can pick up, because you might end up with the vehicle to use. I think a lot of the earlier maps have a lot of, hey, if you pick this vehicle up, you get to use it, so you might be able to get something that you get upgrades for that you could then use to pull stuff. If you, and I discovered this yesterday, if you use the flatbed car tower piece on your trucks, I can't remember the exact name for it, but what it is you can basically allow it to go out and tip down, so you can winch a car up onto the back of it. Once you've got it in position, unhook the winch and you go into the little function menu. You can actually then tell it to pack the cargo. Didn't realise you could do that. and it means you can have a winch available to do stuff, and the car will be somewhat stable on the back. But you have to tow bed. Thank you, Saber. Thank you. So yeah, the tow bed is you can only pack the cargo once you've let go of it with a winch. With using the ramp to push around the. I mean, there is that to it as well. It's like when you get cranes, you will find if your vehicle hasn't tipped all the way over to stall it, you can use the crane to push against the ground and tilt your vehicle back up. Or if you think it's going to fall over, extend the crane out to that side, and then if it does roll, it lands onto the crane. But yeah, I was mucking around yesterday with Saber, and I had a truck with the sideboard bed for putting goods in, and there was a small car, and I thought for a giggle I'll put the car in and drive off with it that way, not expecting it to work. Put it in, and then I noticed there was an option to pack the car in, and I was like, wait, I can actually pack the car in this? And yeah, I then had the car stuck in the back. I wasn't having to tow it. Only works for like the small cars because you've got to obviously stick them on the back. But yeah, it's one of those where if you do put something on there, you can pack it as long as you're not winched to it. But yeah, it's just little things that can help, especially if you're on your own at the time. And it saves you having to jump back to the garage to get another truck to pull it out, and so on. But as I said, otherwise, there's myself, Saber, SG Hawk, and Caron. We're, if you ever need assistance or anything, you can just try and grab one of us. And I said if I'm online but not in a game, I'll jump in. And I think Saber would be more or less the same. Hawk's probably the same, and Caron, if he's not busy doing other stuff, he'll probably be exactly the same. We'll just jump in, give you a hand. Makes it easier to get to a more easy location. Oh yeah. So some vehicles, all you need to do is repair and refurb them, and that's the mission complete. So yeah, it is easier to pull them out somewhere, especially if you don't have a vehicle with spare parts and stuff easily accessible. It's easier to pull them out of whatever swamp they've landed in, drive them down the road, and then swap back to your garage, get a repair truck, take it out there and repair it on the roadside. Right, that's the cup of tea done. Ooh, ow, shouldn't have done that. That actually hurt. I'm an idiot. I injure myself. Far too often for my own good. Right. Do I just redraw these? I wasn't too particularly happy with how they turned out anyway. I need to look at skinny jeans. I think that's what I was going for, sort of skinny jean look. And I don't think I got it right. I accidentally inadvertently bought some, I wouldn't say skinny jeans, but they were kind of like that. Down at the bottom of the legs, they were very tight. And I don't really wear them much anymore because, well, the problem with cycling a lot is your, thighs are fairly big, and getting these on has been a pain in the backside. That and they were a Prime Harmony special, and they have ripped in the middle. It's the kind of thing, if I sort of have to bend over, I have to sort of crouch down. I don't just bend over forwards, otherwise everyone gets a nice view of whatever underwear I'm wearing. And yeah, you need room for them as well, which you really don't get. So, but they do as, ones I can wear whilst painting or anything like that. I've got a lot of stuff here that's, scrub wear, as I call it. I just chuck it on if I just don't give a damn if it gets mucky or anything. Useful to have stuff like that, especially if you need to do painting. I'm hoping for the weather to get better, because I do ideally want to get the mechs coated so I can start painting them. Because yeah, I've got a few paints I need to use, and I do want to get you round to painting. If nothing else, I want them prepped and done so that, I could always just smile nicely at Ragnarok around his place, and, he can show me how to paint, again. Because a paint session is always good. But Ragnarok's very good at painting, so he's like my go-to for advice. Yes, I could go onto YouTube and look at tutorials, but I do much better doing rather than watching. Right. Let us I knew that was going to happen because I was too far zoomed out, but let's do that, and then let's do that, and do that. So all I did there was I just pressed shift to say I want to add on to the loop. I'm going to need to zoom in more. There we go, that should be close enough. And then layer, make sure we're on the right one, via cut. Load that up. Go to that tool, deselect, move far, move to fit. Then I see how I can't follow a pattern. I'll probably have to try and smooth that out a bit. And then give me that again. I want that layer via cut because you are going there. Free next weekend if there's any goods. Could do painting one day, gaming the other. There is that. Oh, hang on. What am I doing next weekend? I think I should be alright. The holidays have really messed up my counsellor appointments and stuff. I have got the counsellor on the... start again. I have got counsellor on the 14th. So I'll see how I am after that. But yeah, the Sunday should be alright. Why aren't you... oh, you are charging now. I think that cable might have had it. But otherwise, yeah, as I said, it'd be good just to get the painting done. I can see it just being like an assembly line of painting, because for the majority of the herbies, they're all going to be the same, because they're all going to be shrimps. I might do one up as that version, the plushy version, which I just realised is not on camera. It could be fun just to, you know, actually have this as a version. But I also need to see about getting hold of some modelling supplies to do things like allow me to create the arrow launcher, because I do want to have one with the arrow for it. Even if it's not how I'm going to use it, I just want to have an Herbie with an arrow for, because, well, it's hilarious. Right, so... give me that, go to that. 5, please. I suppose I could try and get these to fit more to the curvature. Just saying that. They won't look too... no, yeah, they would have. Yeah, let's get them to fit. Let's get them to fit. Even though the chances are it's only going to have one version, there's no paper doll with this, so trying to worry about whether or not it fits properly is a bit of a moot point, but... oops. There's probably a reason why I didn't do that. Oops. Yeah. Yep, there was a reason why I didn't do that. Look for food. Mummy's house. Ooh. Well, enjoy. Sunbury got the Civil War game Saturday, but food. That's fine. Yeah. It would be easy to get an Arrow 4 set printed than cut and shit. Probably. But since when have I done things easily? Oh, what have I just pressed? I pressed something. I didn't want to press. Oh, one sec. That's right, I think Landlord's back. We'll check in a bit. Playing a karaoke version. I thought I'd cleared all these out. Let's go for Suspect. So I can see it on the list, and I like it. And I haven't played HoloCure in a while, actually. I might see if they've updated that. Oh, wrong tool. I just want to check if it is the landlord. Just want to make sure it's not the guy that I've basically told you can't come back here. Because the last thing I want him to do is be casually walking in thinking you can just come in. I will be right back. It is landlord's family. They've come to do the shop whilst he's away, so. Nope, it's one of these layers. There we go. I think that might need to be. Oh wait, yeah, I've just seen what I've forgotten to do. I haven't added trousers. That's why that looks really weird. Oh, that's the other thing I need to do. I need to see about going to Antics and picking up a pin vise and some pins and stuff like that. Kind of get the feeling I'm probably going to need them. Oops, no. Yep. I'll need to figure out something. There's something about this that's I'm not happy with. I'm trying to figure it out. Is it that layer? It's that layer. No. Do that. That looks slightly better. Oh. Right, let's blend them down because I want to be able to edit this now. Because there's going to be a crease there because that's where the legs are pressing against each other. Paper clips do the job just for... yeah, I'm still going to need the little drill thing, but it's one of those things. I remember getting one ages back. I don't know where it is. It's somewhere. But I have one, and it came with a lot of little pins and stuff like that. If I can find that one, brilliant, saves me some money. If not, I'll have to see about picking one up before I come down. Because, yeah, I've got a bubble wrap pack over there that's got a few things that need putting together. And I don't want to do what I did when I was a kid and building Battletech and just gluing it. So, we should do it properly. For science! Yeah, will do. Still got some more. Here. And whilst I'm doing this, don't mind that song, but I need something a bit more month. Oh yeah. This will work. From the Nikkei OST, Take My Money. Which, if you're interested in the OST, you can listen to it all on YouTube. Go to brain is gone. Is it Chronosphere? Chronograph. I think that's the guy. Sorry, I say guy. The person that does them. I think that's got it listed on there. Oh no, it doesn't have it. That's annoying. But yeah, the channel, you can just find their official channel and they've put all their work on there and it's brilliant. Get the power gel, works wonders. Ooh. Is that something that is at Antex then? Is it like a super glue? Am I more likely to stick my fingers together with it? Wait, no, if it's a super glue, I am likely to stick my fingers together with it. I know what I'm capable of. Alright, so yeah, I'm gonna need to go down to that. This is going to be one of those tops that doesn't actually compress the chest. At this rate. So that way I have to try and move that breast in. Do I... Should that be more... requests. How do you work? Oh, bugger. Can't do that. Pick up Sainsbury's. It's a locked out product. Oh, right, okay. I will keep my eyes. It's annoying. I was in Sainsbury's today and I walked past the glues and I was like, do I need any glue? No, I'll be fine. But yeah, power gel. Right, I'll try and remember that. Right, okay. Boots. Before I turn around and go, I've done everything. Let's start. I want to do boots. He says boots, and it's just like, oh, why do I do this to myself? Okay, so let's just hide that a second whilst I. Actually, they don't look too bad. I thought they were going to be too big. They might be too small. Ooh. I need to make them bigger. Oh, fuck. Oop, shit, I wanted to move it. Close enough for government work. Alright, let's try and make these neat. That's not helping. Other way I make a layer for boots and then I have to scrap it because I'm just going to be drawing over it with a different one. And let's give it a dark shade for now. Alright, so I want to... No, it would be pulled tight. What am I doing? Where's my boots? Ugh. If in doubt, reference material. Ha, that's cold. Woo! Right, so if we... She's got high heel boots, which these aren't, which makes it a little bit different, but... No. No. Nope. Nope. By the way, if you take a shot every time I say nope, you'll probably be paralytic by the end of the stream. I would recommend only trying that drinking game with water. Okay, let's go with that. And I want to have... up to there. Up to there. Right, I can actually take that out of my leg because that is bloody cold. I'm filthy. The downside with using them for cycling. Challenge accepted. Okay, we'll be picking you up off the floor soon then. I am not responsible for any forms of coma created by trying to do a drinking game. Now I was trying to do some kind of fancy pattern on there, but that won't work. Oh, Gordon Bennett. I can't even get these stitches the same size. Nope. 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 Gordon Bennett. Nope. Yeah, close enough for government work. No, fudge. Fudge. Nope. Is my pen on 5? It is. Might need to move it to a 4. Glee, I can't draw circles. Am I going to regret drawing all this? Yes. Yes, I am. Is that going to stop me drawing all this? No. No, it isn't. Oh, fudge. Nope. Looks awful. Blah, 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 blah. The spacing gets too tight. Alright, it's okay to there. Let's try going to a 4. Nope. 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 Oh, for Pete's sakes. That'll do. So much respect for delivered to a private collector as a fossil. Tell the British Museum about it for the laws. Just sell it straight to the British Museum. They'll buy that, they'll buy anything. I think we've long since stopped raiding other countries just to nick stuff for our museums. Oh, is this Ranker? Yeah. Sekan Hiko. Right, so I need to try and somehow mirror this. But it's not completely mirrored because this boot is more straight on and further back. Oh, monkey poop. Monkey poop, monkey poop, monkey poop. Right, okay. Oh god, that looks awful. That's too deep. Ugh, now I'm gonna do these again. Why don't I do something smart like Velcro? I don't know. I can't just sell it to me and they just take it. Got to sell it to private collector first. Okay. I shall listen to the voice of experience on this one. Oh, duck. Let's just try and get... Some people might ask the question, how hard is it to draw a circle? I answer, yes. Elsa asks, so that should be more down there. Okay, so I need to get 7. I've already got 5, so that would only be 1, 2, so that's not right. Whoa! Go back to... Oh, I zoomed in.
I used all the zoom, and it brought me very, very close.
Lassies. Actually, oh wait, this is a goddamn instrumentals. I thought I'd taken them all out. Let's get rid of that one. That's an instrumental. Ooh, Nico. Nikki. Right, if I make this big. Just make this a different colour. And then gotta remember, how do I lace up boots? Because that's not right. I know it would be. But I don't go straight across with the rest. That's where I've fucked that up. God fucking damn it. Sit. I can't see chat. Try saying that 5 times fast. I don't know, what did I just say? Apart from I've just fucked that up. Okay, let's try that again. And I just realised I had that set at the wrong... Oh, never mind. Do this as pitch black. So, Not that it's going to make much fucking difference, to be honest. Oh, wait, no. Yeah, so we're just going to go on the same. Might as well just do that and make it one. That's better. Can now move that and actually look at chat again. The song title you just said. Oh, Neko Nikki. So Neko Nikki, Neko Nikki, Neko Nikki, Neko Nikki, Neko Nikki, Neko Nikki. Yeah. Alright. Let's put the skin back. Boop. Well, most of it is going to be hidden. Just clear that one off. Am I in a position where I can start? Let's have a look at that hair. Yeah, I need to neaten this up. But we're getting there. We're getting there. God damn it, we're getting there. Right. If I did it on a different layer, I can then easily edit this. Yeah, I don't like that. Oop. Damn it. Oh, that's on that layer. Let's do that. Let's get rid of that there. That and that one. That. Neaten this up a bit. Oops. No, wrong one. Let's try and get them to meet up. There we go. Do that. Let's clean up some of that. Oops. Okay, let's hide one of these layers. Oh, it's under that one. No. 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 Oh, wait. Yeah. Right, okay. Yeah, I get that. That's fine. Yeah, I don't need that. Right, okay. Let's try colouring this in then. Did I? Oh no, I just did the outside of the iris. Okay. Do I start with her eyes then and get them out of the way? Could be an idea. I might leave that full later. Let's get the bulk body done. So that's the line art for that. Let's clear up some of these that I don't really need. Yeah, let's get rid of the old attempts. Don't need that. That's the colour layer. Now I'm gonna want a new layer. Skin base. This can go into its own folder. Oh, come on. Click. Colours. With a capital C and O for go. Because we're collaborating on this. Yay, nay. Okay, nay. Okie dokie. Let's do this in a way that I'm not going to get banned from Twitch. Really, Winamp? Really? You have an entire library to play from, and you play the same song twice. Or is this another one of those where it's... Nope. It has... I have the song on there twice. Oh. Okay, so I have the song on there twice, and it's managed to pick it up and play it. That is impressive. I don't need that one because that's got no vocals. We'll put Lion on because, you know, you can't go wrong with Lion. Might want to find out where your clothes are, and it allows me to just colour in that part. Now that should be it for visible skin, I believe. Yep. Let's go for this. I want to try... Ooh, can I increase that size? More? Maybe. We shall see how this turns out. Alright, so... I'll do is put a soft shadow in first and then create a new layer for a more harsh one, if you will, to allow for shadows being cast by near objects. Oh, I just realised I completely missed a portion of that. Yep. A bit missed there. Let's go back to that. Can I make that bigger so it's softer? Yeah. And then if I do a new layer, no, wrong one, that one, this will be dark too. But this one I want to be, oh, fudge cakes, smaller. So things, let's, oh, no, I don't like that. Let's try and, oh, I just pressed a button I didn't want to press. Let's bring that into there. So hopefully you can see, I'll try and zoom in a bit. What I've done is I've got this to be a slightly harsher line, so you can see there's a more solid line to it, although it's not perfect. I could probably do with erasing some of that. Let's go to that eraser. Let's try redoing that again. Not that one, that one. But it just allows for anything that casts a distinct shadow, so I'll be able to use it here to have more of a, you know, anything that's close casting the shadow should have a more solid line to it. Rather than it being a very faded, diffuse shadow. At least that's the idea behind it. It allows stuff like this, so you have, again, a softer shadow blending into a harsher one, because this cuff would be, it would cast a more distinct shadow over the just natural light coming off the wrist. Skin tones. Welcome back, Banana. I hope you enjoyed your food. I am just attempting to put my meagre shading skills to the test. don't need to really worry about the other hand because it's going to be mostly hidden, to be honest. Looking at all that. If I go to this and just clean up that jacket. Oh, wrong one on that eraser. Because it's a solid eraser and it just gets rid of all that. And I've just seen I've missed the skin there, but that's not a problem because I can go to skin base, go back to that, and then do that. And because all the other layers are locked on top of it, the shading goes straight through onto that. I can actually, looking at it, skin line art. Nope. Wrong button. Wrong tool even. Yeah, so it's going to be behind the cuff, so I can actually get rid of that. That's going to be behind the hair, so I can get rid of that. Well, they're saying that that'll go when I put the hair in anyway. That will go when I put the... Yeah, I can leave them in because they'll go. It's just that part there I needed to erase. I also need to actually do the face in... Oops, wrong button. That one. And that... I also need to make the line thicker. I've just noticed it's thinner than the rest. This is where I wish I could draw in with vectors, because I could then turn around and say, I want that line to be a different size, and it will boop, do it. Because vectors are awesome, and I'm just like, not. Oh. I just give her some big brows. Need to press that button first. Yeah, I'll leave the lashes like that for a moment. I will sort something out with them in a bit. Detail. Yeah, you're the other one that I need to amend to that colour. Okay. Close them down, go back to that, give me a new layer. This is going to be locked on, and this can be shine. So I'm going to go back to there, select that, go back to there, select that. Doggy's God Street, yay. Why aren't you increasing in size? Come on. If I press the size increase button, why aren't you... There we go. So again with this I want to try and create areas of light. But I want areas where it's more prevalent, so like on the edge of the nose it would be there. And she will have lipstick on, but I'm just doing the lips for now. Let's do that. So then I want to have... And let's just lower that. and get the knuckles there. Right. I still feel I need something in between. Or at least... Oh, how many have I got there? 3. Let's go for that, but make it slightly... Oh, that's P. I don't want to press P. I don't want a P, please, Bob. No, it's not going to work because it shows. Under that, that's a bit of a pain in the backside. Can you go right underneath it all? Oh yeah, you can, but I don't need to do that. Is that? Yeah, it's underneath everything, that's fine. Right, let's... Don't want to close it down. I actually want to do that with skin colour. Because then I can create a new folder, and that's going to be... Come on. What's next? Clothing. Let's do the jeans. Is that a jean colour? So look. Yeah, that'll do for jeans. So if we do that as the mid, dark, light, and the actual outline, what I can then do is if I go to that, hit that, I didn't think of that part now, did I? Oh, wait, no, yep, I just put the clothing above the skin line art. The skin line art goes beneath. No, it has to go above, duh. The skin line has to go above the colours, but that's fine. The clothing line art goes above the clothing colours, because that's what I want. And then I'll hide the herpaderp derp werp derp lines underneath as I do this. I've just got to be careful because that hand's going to disappear, but I can sort that out in a moment. Let's just make that. Oh, don't want to do that, but I'll go for it. So let's make sure I've got that covered. Oh, there's no jeans, so that's fine. Right. I then need to go to here, delete that. Oops, not that much. Let's see where I went too aggressive with that. Did the same here. So let's just bring that back. Too much. Oh, yep. Ow! Almost finished the Beer Made Atlas. Awesome. I need to get some more water. I should do that for the next stream. Which, whilst I'm doing this, because I probably need something to yap about, because otherwise I'm being really quiet. So I will be streaming on Friday, and I'm going to go ahead with Caron's suggestion, which is to do a science mode run on Kerbal. So what that would involve is essentially, I don't have access to everything off the bat. I have to perform scientific explorations and stuff like that to gain science points to then go further and do more rockets, to learn more parts and all that sort of jazz. I don't want to do the full shebang with the career mode where I've got to do funds and all that jazz, because I just want to... I got to get used to Kerbal. So I don't want to be like, I'm going to go ahead and do a full career mode when I have no clue how bad of an idea that will be. But it does mean that obviously my first few rockets are going to be rather poor, because it's, you know, we'll be doing rocket science. We've got to learn the science of rockets. But we'll see how that goes. And if it goes well, I'll do it as a regular thing. I've just got to remember, if I am doing that, to boot it up well before the stream, because it takes a while to load. I can't remember if it's still the freebie, because I think that changes on a Thursday. So if you haven't got it and you've got access to Epic, you can still download Kerbal for free. But yes, I'll be trying to put little green men up into space. And eventually on to Mun. And beyond. But I feel at least with the science run, it will be more of a nice guided challenge, so it will be easier to build stuff and it actually makes sense. And I will do my best to explain what little knowledge of stuff I'm got. Oh, that's top, isn't it? So as I am doing things, I'll try and explain why I'm doing them and whatnot, and hopefully it'll make sense. I make no promises. Actually, I don't actually need that to go that far. Right, so you can now... Oh! Flip that off. Yeah, that's fine. Right, let's try and get as much of this done, and then I can wrap up here, and at least I feel like I've got somewhere. But the thing with this saber is I have to build to meet objectives. So it may not be a case of building that. I may need to build something that works. Ooh, is that from the legs, I'm assuming? Oh wait, it's because I'm on that. Yeah, awesome. Not too worried about the door, because if the past few nights have been any indication, people are still using the bloody place. I mean, they'd be stuffed if everything's shut off at 9. We occasionally get one who doesn't read the notice about the water turning off, so the last washing load has got a time limit to it. So if you haven't got your washing in time, what happens is the water turns off, but the machine keeps going and it's expecting the water to come in, and it reaches a point where the machine will not stop because it's waiting for the water to complete a cycle. We get those occasionally. Oh, fudge cakes. Well, over. My brain is all out of whack as well. Because we had Monday as a day off because of the bank holiday, my brain still keeps thinking today's Tuesday. But it is not a Tuesday. Probably should try and tune into those artists on Pixiv who stream as they work. Might learn something that way. No, something about... Oh, cut that one over. And again. And again. Good, then I'm not good with this area. Okay. I shall save that there. Oh. Ay, ay, ay. And I shall wrap this up here then. Oh. Let's go to this a second so I can click on that one. I don't think there's anyone going to be streaming that I know, but I'll have a quick check. In the meantime, as I said, I will hopefully be streaming not tomorrow, Friday at 7 p.m. And then I will be hopefully back on Saturday with some form of cooperative stuff. Yeah, I hope to see you then. I do hope you have enjoyed this so far. We're getting there here. We're actually making progress now and getting colours down. I feel a lot happier with the shape now. I feel that I've corrected some of the anatomical errors I'd made. And I'm glad I took the time to do that and sort it out, because otherwise I would have coloured it in, looked at it and gone, I don't like that. I'm going to find something. I guarantee I'll get to the end of it and I'm like, I don't like that, I should have changed that. But I'm starting colouring now, that's it. The line art is now done. Dusted, in theory. Let's get the colours in, let's get this sorted, let's try and blend it all together and get an image out at the end of it. So yes, a big thank you to everyone who has turned up to watch. Again, whoever you are, wherever you are, whenever you are, I do hope you enjoyed the stream, and I hope to catch you on the next one. Until then, toodles. Ooh, I need to close that window.